Salutation, this is Christian of 5A Nerd, and thank you for joining. And today I wanted to just analyze the Jedi Prophecy or the Star Wars Prophecy with you guys. You know, just to see who fulfilled it, when, where, how. Stuff like that. And, I've usually thought of Anakin as being the one to do it, but lately I've been questioning that notion. I've also seen online theories about it being Luke or Rey instead, so I just want to go over the prophecy with you guys and, spell it out. Uh, so, um, Moving forward, I just wanted to help you guys be aware that there are many versions of the prophecy. Of course, there's the Jedi prophecy, Jedi version, but there's also the Sith and Dathomirian. And I'm mainly going to focus on the Jedi and Sith ones. The Jedi prophecy specifically states that a Jedi will come to destroy the Sith and bring balance to the Force. And as a side note, that's actually not what the Jedi want. They don't want balance. They want dominance in the Force. And, the Jedi are pretty decent people, so I can understand them wanting that dominance, especially when the Sith usually aren't. But if a Jedi destroys a Sith, no Sith, okay, then the balance is light side, dark side. And to bring balance, you're gonna have to take down, if you're not raising up the Sith, you're gonna have to take down the Jedi. The Jedi don't want balance in the Force, so they should be fearing the prophecy. But yeah, side note over. The Sith version states that a perfect being will come to and break all restraints. Okay, so we kind of are aware of two general ideas of what the Chosen One is supposed to do. Does Anakin fit the bill? Sith prophecy? No, he becomes a puppet to Darth Vader. He doesn't break all restraints. He becomes a puppet to Darth Sidious, Emperor Palpatine. That's what I meant. The Jedi prophecy. Let me think about that one. Does Anakin fulfill that? You can say Darth Vader did, so Anakin kind of, yeah. Especially at the end of New Hope, Return of the Jedi. At the end of The Emperor Strikes Back, when Darth Vader, now Anakin again, throws Palpatine over a ledge. And I remember Yoda saying that Luke's Jedi training wouldn't be complete if he confronted Darth Vader and left Dagobah when he did. So it's possible that Luke technically wasn't a Jedi, maybe a Padawan, but not a full-on Jedi Knight yet. And so when Darth Vader killed Palpatine, the balance of the Force was very strong. The Force was very balanced because no Sith and very few to no real Jedi. So point for Anakin there. Let's move on though, because I've also seen theories about Luke and Rey. I forget my exact thoughts, so let me just review my paper real fast. Yes. So regarding Luke, he doesn't really do much to balance the Force at all. In fact, Obi-Wan sacrifices himself, Yoda just dies, Darth Vader kills Palpatine, and Palpatine kills Darth Vader. Luke doesn't really balance the Force like that. On the contrary, he starts a Jedi Academy where Ben is trained, but without the influence of Snoke, Ben would have been trained as a Jedi. So Luke isn't really bringing balance to the Force. He's bringing the Force more out of balance with that. And regarding Rey is in a way a little bit more tricky, because Kylo Ren was raised up as a dark side power by Snoke. So at the time, there was basically Luke on the good side and Snoke, Luke's counter, on the bad side, and then there's Kylo Ren. So Kylo Ren is a strong dark force wielder, dark side of the force wielder, and it's said that Rey was brought up by the force to be his equal. So does that mean Rey balances the force? I mean, she doesn't destroy the Sith, so she can't exactly fill the Jedi version of the prophecy, and as far as we can tell, she hasn't broken all restraints yet, so she doesn't really fulfill the Sith prophecy. But I'd say pretty close to a solid point for Rey. Especially if she does end up defeating Kylo Ren. But again, even if she does defeat Kylo Ren, since there is no Snoke or Luke Skywalker, there will be less of a balance in the Force again without someone to replace Kylo Ren. So it's kind of like she can try to fulfill the prophecy, but in trying, she would disable herself until some other dark side wielder came. And even if Rey doesn't like kill Kylo and just converts him back to the light side, that's not going to make it so that she balances the Force. So honestly, it does kind of seem like Darth Vader or Anakin Skywalker are the equalizers. Now, the reason I say Darth Vader, I mean, we can't count Anakin and Darth Vader as two different people, different views, and power sources with the Force. But Darth Vader actually did kind of do a lot to bring balance to the Force by killing Jedi, stopping their training, killing current Jedi. I mean, at the end of the movies, there's only a few pockets of Jedi left, including Obi-Wan and Yoda. And Yoda is able to go toe to toe with Palpatine, and Obi-Wan was able to defeat Darth Vader. So that's pretty even, and throughout his career, Palpatine had Darth Vader go and kill pockets of Jedi. If they found a Jedi, they'd kill the Jedi, bringing the Force more into balance. So honestly, Darth Vader did maybe more to balance the Force than Anakin did. Anakin, through killing Palpatine, probably did the most significant part of balancing the Force, but they're kind of, it's kind of point for point. And also you could say that by killing Palpatine and becoming Anakin and then becoming a Force ghost, that and since Anakin was already the strongest via midichlorian counts, one of the strongest peoples in the Force regardless, maybe you could say that he broke restraints and may have been the perfect being. So honestly, Darth Vader / Anakin could get a point for the Sith and a point for the Jedi versions of the prophecy. But if we just break down the prophecies to what they really are, being powerful and breaking restraints and bringing balance to the Force, we do honestly have to consider Palpatine. Now, he can't fit in strictly with what the Jedi prophecy says of a Jedi will come, because Palpatine was never a Jedi. But also, Yoda himself said that the prophecy may be misinterpreted. So maybe it's not just that a Jedi will come, but maybe it's just that someone will come and bring balance to the Force. And Palpatine and Darth Vader would have never, Anakin would have never become Darth Vader. The Jedi Order would have gone on crazy huge, even growing and expanding, and training more light side people. So if you can't tell what I'm getting at, I'm saying that maybe Palpatine was the one to best fulfill the prophecy in its the prophecies in their basic form, because being the Emperor of the galaxy, and even being able to be bored with that, because Palpatine was ended up being bored being the Emperor and just kind of pushed the work off to other people and practiced his Sith abilities instead. Being able to be the Emperor of the Galaxy and shirk your responsibility to practice dark side abilities, that is pretty close to breaking restraints. And through Order 66, having Darth Vader run around killing Jedi, etc., even killing Anakin Skywalker when he turned back to Anakin after being Darth Vader, he actually did a lot to balance the Force. Of course, that wasn't his intention. He even tried to get Luke Skywalker to join the dark side, and he would have had Luke replace Darth Vader. But honestly and inadvertently, Palpatine may have been the closest one to bring balance to the Force. Although, overall, I do think it was Anakin the prophecy was referring to. But it's just kind of cool. I just wanted to bring all of this up because prophecies can be cool. They can be cool in their misleading forward directness, bluntness. They can be mysterious. They can unfold. And there's a lot you can do with prophecies, and I like the idea of using prophecies to just dangle the truth in front of people and be like, come on, figure it out. Figure it out. Nope. Now, honestly, I do have to say that I think the prequels did not do the prophecy very well. I don't think that Star Wars really needed prophecies, and I don't like how they pulled it off. But I do have to say, stuff like Harry Potter, that's a good prophecy in my opinion. But, of course, this is all my opinion, and go ahead and leave in the comments whether or not you think that Palpatine could have, the prophecies could apply at all to Palpatine. And, of course, remember to like and subscribe as well. But, of course, until next video, this is Christian, a 5 Fade Nerd, signing off.